Today I want to talk about Public. Public is a broker. I signed up with them years ago and I haven't used them. As you can see here from my balance, it's only 17 cents. They give you free stocks when you sign up. So I signed up, they gave me Zoom and the value went down, but they have a new feature that I want to talk about. So please make sure to like and subscribe. The thing that got me sort of interested is they have a thing to buy treasuries. So it's showing that it has a 4.9% yield. So I got into that, and then I also found out that they also have the option to schedule recurring investments now with stocks and ETFs. So if we click get started, you can put in the name that you want to call it. Auto invest stocks. So we could add this one. I think they have to be $5 each. Okay, so I've added Devo and Jeppy, and now you could basically just go to, I believe it's only $5. You could do as little as $5 for a week, or you could change this. Oh, $5 per stock. So you need $5 per stock. Now you could actually set this to weekly, every 2 weeks, monthly, or if you just type in the ticker symbol for any stock or ETF, you can see that there's buy and reoccurring buy. So you could also do it this way, where you just do it individually, and then you just hit next, fund your plan, and then the frequency. When you first look at Public and you look at the buy button, it may look like there's no option to do a limit order, but if you look in the upper left corner here where it says market buy, all you have to do is change this to limit order, and you have the option to do limit order. So I definitely like that. So I like the fact that it has limit orders where M1 doesn't have limit orders. Wealthfront Invest doesn't have limit orders. And I like the fact that there's a reoccurring buy for stocks and ETFs, and there's a wide variety. So I would say as far as most of the features goes for the reoccurring investments with stocks and ETF, I'd say it's on par with Robinhood and Sofi Invest. Okay, so I want to show you the treasury thing also. So it's a little bit deceptive. It says 4.9% yield. This is actually yield to maturity. So this is not the measurement I've been using. I've been using the 30-day SEC yield or the 7-day yield. When comparing yields between money market accounts and treasuries, they're using yield to maturity. Now, yield to maturity doesn't include the fee. So there's no fees in this. The fee on the treasury is 0.05% per month. Per month. So that's 0.6% per year. So that's pretty high. So if we were to subtract the 0.6 from this, the yield's going to be much lower. It's actually going to be lower than what most savings accounts are paying. So I'm not a big fan of the treasuries they offer right now. Now, if we actually do the same comparison and we use the yield to maturity and we use iShares Treasury Floating Rate Bond, also known as T-Flow, it's paying 5.09. So it's already higher right there. And when you look at the 30-day SEC yield, this includes the fees. The 30 days worth of fees are removed. So this is after the fee. Right now it's paying 4.79%. So this is going to be a much higher return than what you get from Public. If I look at the Wisdom Tree Floating Rate Treasury Fund, it has the same 0.15% expense ratio, which is way less than the 0.6% charged by Public for their treasury product. And when we look at the yield to maturity on this, it's also 5%. It's a higher rate. And the 30-day yield is 4.78, so it's going to be a higher return. Also, the Vanguard Federal Money Market Fund has a 7-day yield of 4.75%. This is after the fees. So this has a 0.11% expense ratio, which is way less than 0.6%. So this is going to be a better option for treasuries also. Okay, so what else has Public changed? So you can basically, the front page is very similar. They have crypto, stocks, earnings info. They have lots of ETFs too, unlike Plank, which has a lot of limits. This one, all of the tickers that I've typed in were available. Okay, now they also have themes here. Now, I did a review on SoFi and they had a themes thing, and now Public has a themes thing also. So you've got a bunch of stocks here for AI. Okay, now from what I can tell from this, it doesn't look like you can just click on one to buy all of these, but you do have some ETFs. You could select some of these ETFs, but here are some of the themes they have. Regional banks, popular stocks, telecom, crypto, alternative assets. I don't know what these alternative assets are. Oh, these are like NFTs. That's kind of weird. So if you want to buy some NFT stuff, now actually they do have quite a bit of fees on this kind of product. It's not zero commission like some of them. Here's some ETFs they have. It doesn't look like they have any of their own ETFs. These are just ETFs that are already available. Now they do have a feed thing. When I first signed up when Publix first started, they were very stripped down and they were basically supposed to be a sort of like a social network where you could trade stocks, but they didn't have many features. And so you have this sort of feed here where you can get some details on different stocks. So what sort of fees does Public have? There's no payment for order flow, just like Wealthfront. So they're not getting paid anything, unlike Robinhood or Sofi, which Sofi gets a small percentage of their, Sofi has a little bit of money that they receive from pay for order flow. Okay, so there's no commission for stocks or ETFs. Now they do have an extended hours trading fee. If you're not a premium member, it's $2.99 if you trade after hours. And then if you do over-the-counter stocks for non-members, it's $2.99 also. Here you have some regulatory fees. Payment for order flow, 0. Here's their crypto stuff. Now here you can see the alternative assets, 2.5% per transaction. Bank transfer is free. Here's their public subscription is $10 per month or $96 per year. And that gives you the extended trading, and it also gives you additional research tools. They have an outgoing fee of $75 if you transfer your account out. That's very similar to what I think eTrade and Ameritrade charge. They have an instant withdrawal fee if you want to get the money extra quick. A lot of brokers, you won't see this DRS transfer fee listed anywhere. So it's another way of transferring the securities out from what I've read. Most people use the ACAT, which is $75. So $115 per security, no matter how much faster it is, to me that's way too much money, so I definitely wouldn't use that. Paper statements, $5. Paper trade confirmations, $2. Here's another one. Okay, TOD, this is when somebody dies. $200, a $200 transfer fee. That's way above everyone else. So maybe that's not something that concerns you, because this is only going to be when somebody passes away that they're going to have these fees. This is the one where unclaimed assets are sent to the state, so $75 for that. These are fees that most brokers, you don't even see these kind of fees. Now, this inactivity fee, it says $5 for every 6 months. This is for accounts with less than $20 in total value or no activity for the last 90 days. Now, that's basically been me, but they haven't charged me anything for this. If you're actually going to use them, I don't see this as being a problem, because you're going to have more than $20 most likely. Now, some of these other fees, restricted accounts, $15. I don't know what that is. Worthless security processing, $30. Here's the one that I really don't like. This one is tender offer reorganization processing. Now, a lot of brokers don't have anything for this. Now, I've got an eTrade account, and one of my stocks was acquired, and I was just lazy, and I let the merger go through. When they changed my ticker, when they paid me out in cash, eTrade charged me $38. This company is charging you $50. So when Twitter was taken over by Elon Musk, if you had Twitter shares and you just waited, they're going to charge you $50. So if you have a lot of stocks, you would have to sell it first, otherwise you're going to be charged this fee. So I definitely don't like this. Even Robinhood doesn't have this fee. This is my biggest complaint with them so far, is this. And second would be the death fees. Okay, so how does Public compare to Sofi Invest for the reoccurring purchase? I would say Sofi Invest is also very similar. You have this nice big reoccurring purchase button. I would say that Sofi and Robinhood are almost identical. They're a little bit less sophisticated in that when you actually go to do the automatic purchase. When you go to do the automatic purchase, it basically doesn't allow you to add a whole bunch of stocks at once like Publix does. It only lets you do, one stock at a time, which is fine with me. Now here you can see this is Robinhood's. So I have Divo, D-I-V-O. Now you can basically just put in when you want this purchase to start, the frequency, every week, every 2 weeks. Okay, if we look at Robinhood, you'll see that they don't have an inactivity fee. They don't have a restricted accounts fee. The other one was Public was $15. They don't have worthless security processing. And when the company gets taken over or bought out, there's no fee for that. So I like Robinhood better for that. You do pay a little bit on each order with Robinhood and the back end with the pay for order flow. Now, the Public does have the option where if you sign up, you get some free stock. So I'll put my referral in the description. If you want to sign up, you can get a stock anywhere from $1. You'll get a stock anywhere from $1 worth to $300. All you have to do is deposit at least $20. Thanks for watching.